go get our stuff. So today's video, I'm going to be showing you a double run day. This will be my first double run day since before the marathon in April. I've had a bit of a niggle, I've been building back, but it's now got to the point where things are ticking along nicely and I want to try and build my volume. And I have found the best way to do that is with doubles. Eventually I'd like to get back to double threshold days, because when I was doing those previously, I had some really great benefits and got really fit from doing so. The longer term goal is the Chicago Marathon, so this is the time where I want to build the volume, build some base, get fit before I go into the marathon specific work later in the summer. So the day I'm going to run through was from a couple of days ago, and the morning session was 3 times 10 minutes with 2 minutes recovery. I say session, this was really controlled. I got on the Coros training hub and built the workout, and the 10 minutes were just upper zone 2, so just below the LT1. So it's just steady running really, but I'm not ready to do these continuously longer steady runs, so 30 minutes of volume at that upper zone 2 was good enough for me as I build back the capacity to do more work. So yeah, just wanted to keep it really controlled, 3 times 10 minutes. I took 2 minutes, really easy jog between them, and then set that up on the Coros app. I used the Coros heart rate monitor so I could look at that during the session to keep it all nice and controlled. That syncs to my watch, and yeah, I'll show you how the first session went. So first run of the day done, down the lake, nice and relaxed, 3 times 10 minutes, upper zone 2. So not really even a session. It's broken up like a session, but it's just building back that capacity to run upper zone 2 continuously. So these will become just continuous runs, but for now 30 minutes of it was enough. Lactate afterwards was 1.2, super low, but where I'd expect it for such a controlled intensity. And then later I'll be getting out to do a threshold session with Andy on the docks road, so that should be good. We're going to do shorter reps, short recoveries, and yeah, try and keep it controlled. But now just jog back to the house. Got a massive hill up to my house, which is a bit of a pain, so I just have to crawl up that so that I'm not working too hard. So as you can see, the first session in the morning went really well. I kept it nice and relaxed and didn't push too hard. It would have been very easy to run those reps a lot quicker, because in effect I was just steady running and not pushing into threshold. It wasn't a threshold session, it was just that zone 2 below the LT1. But yeah, it set me up nicely to go and meet Andy then in the afternoon for the second session, or second run of the day, which was threshold, which would be a little higher intensity. So it's 7 PM and I am in the car waiting for Andy for my second run of the day. Tonight is a session and it's a threshold session. The plan is 25 times 400 meters with really short 30-second recoveries. They will just be standing recoveries. And I say 25. With these sessions, as I build into them, I listen to how my body's feeling. Often, because you're running a bit faster for this sort of session, my calves get quite tight. So if I feel like the load's too much, I'll stop and I won't like push it, because I find if you push it on really tight calves, it just delays your recovery and then you lose a bit of consistency in your week. I will top out maximum of 25 reps, but I may stop earlier depending how the legs feel. But yeah, the aim is to do this threshold. So unlike a continuous threshold run, this is a different pace, but with the recoveries, you should still get a threshold benefit. I'm aiming to keep my lactate below 4. Based on my physiology, that's about right for an LT2 threshold type session. Intensity wise, I was doing these when I was fitter, and they were coming in at low 5s or even under 5 minutes per mile, and then my lactate was 3 something, so that was great. But I am not as fit as that anymore, so it'll be very much just doing it to feel, looking at the watch and ensuring that I don't overcook it. I'll be glancing down at heart rate just to make sure that I don't let the heart rate creep up too much and overcook the session. Andy's fitter than me. Last week he schooled me on some K reps. Go and check out his video. He did double threshold last week and he's put up a video which was really good. But yeah, Andy is fitter than me, so I've got to try and not get carried away and do the paces that he's going to be doing for these reps, and instead just get into the sort of rhythm where I get the benefit I'm looking for. without getting competitive or trying to run a little bit too fast. But I'm looking forward to it. This is my first double run day like this for some time. It'll be a good volume day with a bit of intensity as well. We don't have access to a track, so we'll be doing it on the road. So I've set this session up on the Coros training hub, and that syncs to the Coros watch. So I've set it up as 25 times 400 meters because that's the maximum I'll do off the 30-second recoveries. And I'll have the Coros arm heart rate strap on to give me accurate data so that I can make sure that I'm not overcooking the reps. And then I'll test my lactate at the end to see what the lactate is so I can compare with all the different sessions I've done like this, and to give me a good gauge of whether I did the session right, whether I got the intensity right. I do like checking lactate afterwards, as it's a nice little check to make sure that you haven't gone too hard in a session. It keeps you accountable, if you like.
Oh, God.
Are you ready?
I'm ready now. Let's go.
That's what happens when you don't have a Coros watch. It takes ages to get signal. Hello, Andy.
Hello, Matthew.
Welcome back to my channel.
Good to see you. Good to see everybody. It's been a while.
I hear you're on the double threshold kick. I watched the video last week. It was very good. I'll put a link to that in the description.
Appreciate it.
How did this morning's threshold go?
Yeah, good. It's, as you will testify, it's warming up slightly, which is lovely. We've got some summer, so nice and controlled. Feeling good for tonight.
I didn't ask for the weather, I asked for how your threshold went.
Yeah, good. You don't want a weather report as well? I get different weather to you guys because I'm a lot taller, but yeah, good. Feeling good. Feeling fit and ready for this one. Feeling fresh. Legs are loose. That's what we want.
Last week you put me to the sword and K reps. It's 400 tonight. Are you gonna demolish me again?
No, because I saw my lactate at the end.
A bit more controlled, is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it. Should be good. Right then, warm up done. Just a few drills and strides, and then get stuck into this session. Try and run it controlled, try and not get carried away at Andy's paces. He's already tried to scare me with some numbers. He's already asked me what my goal is. I told him it's not a race. But yeah, it should be good, should be fun. You ready, big man?
Yeah. You filming me?
Yeah.
I'll sound enthusiastic. Yes, I am. I'll turn the camera off and I'll give you a different answer.
It's chatting, it's easy.
Got this at the moment.
Eight done. I think they're coming in like 78 to 80 or something like that. Right, number 9, here we go.
Number 10, accountability check. Can you talk? And how easily can you talk?
Of course I can. I can tell you anything. What do you want to know? Tell me. Talk science. 2.3. What? I swear it was going to be 3 something. There's no way I've undercooked that. Oh, I don't know, maybe it's a dodgy reading, but 2.3 on the lactate monitor. So yeah, I should be happy, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe my fitness is building, but I stopped the session after 20 reps because my right calf was getting tight, which I said, like, if my calf gets tight, I'm not going to continue. I think my muscles and body is still catching up, whereas my aerobic fitness isn't too bad. But yeah, happy with that, really happy. If that's accurate, then yeah, more control than I thought. But I could tell the muscular fatigue was creeping in towards the end, especially in the right calf. Left glute was a little bit tight. So yeah, I'm glad I called it a 20. Andy's continuing to do his 25, and we'll test his lactate at the end to see what he gets.
What was your lactate?
2.3.
Shut up! Oh my God.
So as I said earlier, I set up on the Coros watch 25 times 400 meters, but obviously I've only done 20. There's a cool little feature when you pause it, you can click next and you can choose which stage of the run to go to. So I can just scroll to the cool down and start the cool down without having to skip through each 400 meter rep to finish the 25. So just gonna do the bit of a cool down, wait for Andy to finish his session, get his lactate, and then continue the cool down back to the car.
24.
Right, it's time to predict Andy's lactate. I think he's run pretty controlled. I reckon it'll be 3.9 or just over 4. I think he'll be really happy. I think he's done a good session. Let's find out. What did you get, Andy?
3 point... Shit, what did I get?
3.4.
3.4! Amazing! So much better than last week.
He's pleased because he wanted under 4 and he got under 4. It shows, well, I could tell that he was really controlled. He was like super controlled behind me.
Yeah, felt good that did tonight.
Yeah.
Really good.
I think we both executed well then.
Perfect. Couldn't have asked for more, to be honest. Yeah, happy with that.
Nice. Well done on doing the 25 as well.
Yeah, happy.
Always got to go one better. or 5 better, as the case may be.
Hey, you beat me 3-0 back in COVID. Wales 3, England 0. I've got to get one back at least somewhere.
I guess so.
Now this is the content we really want to see. What's Andy having for car dinner? We've got some, it's not chicken.
Homemade garlic bread.
Yeah, I can tell that's garlic bread.
Wedges,
What
broccoli, and
what veggie fake meat is this?
that is veggie fake chicken dinosaur feet.
Veggie
That's
feet,
all I had in the freezer.
veggie feet, garlic bread, potatoes
Yeah,
and broccoli.
absolutely.
And what the hell is this?
Mayo and ketchup mixed together.
Oh my god, I've never seen this and it looks absolutely vile.
It is the best thing you will ever taste.
So you've got a lovely looking dinner and you're going to throw mayo chup on it.
And a real Bakewell tart for pudding.
It's been a real Bakewell tart.
Like, not a rubbish Mr. Kipling
right.
That is, look at that. Absolutely unreal.
And some lumbar support.
Oh yeah.
With the packaging still on.
Yeah, that's the one.
You're going to take it back after a year or something. You're going to get your lumbar support and then a year later, that was crap. Cheers, B&M.
Just as it starts to break, I'll send it back. Got the receipt, I've saved it at home.
So the threshold session with Andy went really well. I didn't get the 25 reps done. I called it at 20, but I'm really glad I did. It's a couple of days later now and I didn't have any lasting effects from that. I was running yesterday, I'm running today. So yeah, the calf pulled up nicely. So I'm glad I didn't push those final 5 reps. The control of the session, I was really happy with. I was glancing at my heart rate, making sure it didn't creep up above like 174, 175. I know that if I stay in the 170s, the low 170s, or the high 160s for the peak heart rate of the rep, that my lactate shouldn't shoot up too high and I should keep it nice and controlled. Those reps will be quicker than a threshold pace if I was doing a continuous run, but it's not a continuous run. You're getting 30 seconds of recovery after each rep. So yeah, really happy with how it went. Lactate was really low, 2.3. And yeah, just a really nice confidence builder as I move towards bigger sessions, bigger double days, and some races later in the summer. Using the Coros watch makes these sessions so easy to set up and execute. I can build it on the app or the training hub on my computer. It syncs to my watch, which allows me to execute the session without any worries. I get the accurate heart rate from the arm strap, so it just makes it much easier to keep everything controlled. And then obviously I've got the lactate monitor to check in at the end, which shows that it was all working during the session and I wasn't overcooking anything. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to engage in the comments, maybe share with your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, get subscribed because we've got lots of races, lots of sessions, and lots of fun things coming up through the summer and into the autumn.